What's up, party people in the place to be? If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and follow me. I be Reese and you be watching. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, I know what y'all thinking. I told y'all I wasn't going to be doing unboxing videos, and here I am, 3D. It's not my fault. I just ordered a lot of stuff, and I want to show y'all my first impressions because unfortunately, nowadays, when you order J's, you definitely got to make sure that you got a good pair because they just be sending us anything. Yo, I should do a story time about when Hibbett Sports sent me a skeleton Jumpman on the side of my Winlike 9611. But if y'all want to hear that, let me know. Speaking of Jordan 11s, today I got the Jordan 11 Legend Blues. These are coming out on the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. They shipped to me really quickly for them to have released during the holiday week. I ordered them on a Tuesday, and then I got them to me by Saturday. So that is very, very quick considering that the holiday fell smack dab in the middle of that on a Thursday. So I'm gonna go ahead and open them up, see if there's any issues, just give you guys a first look. Many of you probably have already gotten a first look of these because I know all the sneaker content creators have had these since 2-3 months ago, probably even more. I want to show you what it's like ordering directly from retail stores such as like Nike, Foot Locker, Finish Line, so on and so forth, because majority of y'all, that's where y'all are gonna be ordering from. Majority of y'all don't have a connect that can send y'all stuff months and months in advance. So here's what it looks like if you order retail. With that being said, let's get into these shoes. Always lift up the flaps too. That's how y'all be cutting the top of y'all box, because y'all don't lift as you go through. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I did that because these are face up, which means I would have scratched the whole top of my box. So we got the basic Jordan box. I'm so tired of this damn box for the 11s. Give us the OG box. Jordan brand, Nike, are you listening? We want the OG box. We want the insert. We want to take 5 minutes to get the shoes out, okay? We like that. Give us the box back. That's the least y'all can do. Y'all charging dang near $250 on these. I'm pretty sure y'all can get this for under retail. Last time these released, they set and then they was at the outlet. They was outlet specials. So if you want to wait on these, I completely understand. I got them early just because I wanted to make sure I get them in hand. For the last couple of years, with them releasing a women's Jordan 11 and a men's Jordan 11, I've been getting the men's and the women's holiday Jordan release every year. I'm not a huge fan of the Legend Blue 11s, and I'll explain that a little bit later, but I wanted to get these because it's a tradition at this point. I also have them Neapolitan 11s down below, and I've never worn those. I haven't worn my Gratitudes. Like, I'm doing bad when it comes to the 11s, but I at least tried to double up on the 11s. Since they took that option away on the sneakers app, I used to be able to get the shock drop or the exclusive access, and then I used to be able to get them on the release day, but they took that option out of sneakers. So once you get them early, you can't get them on release day unless you go to a different store. So since that's the case, I've just settled for getting the men's release and the women's release, and I stopped doubling up. But for a long time I was. If they ever run back the Winlike 96s, I'm doubling up, or the Winlike 82s, Space Jams. I think that's pretty much it. I have all the other 11, so I think I'm cool on that. But anyways, I've been rambling. Let's get into it. My size is a size 8, which is a UK 7. They give us the paper that looks like carbon fiber. And as always, the first thing we want to do when we get our shoes is we want to check and make sure we have a left and a right shoe, because stuff happens, you know what I'm saying, sometimes. And we need to make sure that we not out here with 2 lefts or 2 rights. So we have a left and a right shoe. Next thing we want to do is check the sizing tag. Make sure this is actually our sizing tag and a different shoe didn't get put in the box. So on my sizing tag, I see I got a UK 7, which is a size 8 men's. So the left is good. On the right, I also have a UK 7, which is an 8 men's. So our sizing is correct, and we have a left and a right shoe. So at this point now we can start doing our quality control check, because that's what we have to do when we get Jordans in. Unfortunately, Nike and Jumpman have been slacking. They've been giving us garbage. And I get these shoes are man-made. I get that. I get the shoes are man-made. And I love that aspect of it, that every shoe touches a person's hands. I think that's great. But at the same time, it's like, you guys need to be adjusting your pricing, knowing that your quality control is not tip-top shape. Don't charge tip-top prices when your quality control is not tip-top shape. Okay? Cool. So anyways, I've already discussed that. Let's get into it. So the left shoe first, the patent leather looks really good. Also, I was a little concerned with this because it's a leather upper with a mesh. I don't know what these are called, and I don't care. But whatever these little lines are called, like the ribs of the shoe, those like yellow, and I didn't like that. I also I would have liked to see what this looked like with actually like maybe a leather tongue or something like that. I'm not that much of a fan of this tongue right here, but these are cold in person, I have to admit. Like I can't even hate on them. I'm really digging them in person, and I'm not even a fan of the Jordan 11 Legend Blues. I like 11s, but the Legend Blues I've always stayed far away from. This is my first pair of Legend Blues because I just feel like, why buy a pair of all white patent leather sneakers when you know that they're going to yellow? But these actually look really good. I cannot lie. I'm not going to do a review on them because everybody has a review on them. I just wanted to open them up, show you guys what they were looking like. But yeah, this is the left shoe. So far so good. And then here's the right shoe. Again, this one is actually done really well. I mean, if y'all were thinking on passing on these, I would encourage you not to. This is actually done really, really well. I'm really digging everything about this shoe, to be completely honest with you. I actually might have to double up now that I think of it, because these are going to get dirty extremely fast, probably in one wear. I'm in Minnesota, so I probably won't be able to take these out until spring, once all the snow is dried up and it's not wet on the ground anymore. So I might have to get a pair to rock and a pair to stock. I'm just nervous about that because you really can't stock this white and icy blue bottom shoe. So that's why I wasn't thinking about doubling up. But looking at these joints, I don't know, I might have to do it. But yeah, these actually look really, really well. I'm gonna throw in some pictures and video and B-roll just to show you what we're looking like. But these look really, really good. I have no complaints, and that's big for me as someone who complains about everything sometimes. These actually look really, really great. So first in hand looks, I don't know when the last time I actually got a Jordan that didn't have flaws, that didn't have issues with it. This is new for me. I don't know. Usually I could talk stuff about Jordan, but JB, y'all did y'all thing this time. I ain't got no flaws on mine. Everything looks good. They were put together really well. The shock drop went really smooth. The crazy thing about the shock drop for these right here is that I was actually out shopping with my mom. Me and her had went to the outlet mall real quick to pick up a polo sweater because we're trying to do Christmas pictures in the polo bear sweaters. So we were literally leaving the store, going to another store, and I got the notification that there was a shock drop on Nike sneakers for these right here. Now I was gonna wait because I had already spent a lot of money that day, but I just was not looking to spend that $220, $230, I forget how much these were, but I was not looking to spend that on these shoes at that point in time. But I said, hey, I'm just gonna enter in the shock drop. If I get them, great. If I don't, it's not a big deal because they're gonna come out later on and I'll get them then. So it's like they released at 2 something. I probably logged on at like 2:08 or something like that, and I entered in the shock drop, and before I could like look away from my phone, I had got the shock drop notification saying that I got them. So with that being said, I was just like, okay, well, I guess it was meant to be for me to have these, and I'm so happy that I did grab them because they are beautiful. Like, I have to admit, these are dope. I really do like these. So I don't know, man. I wasn't looking to spend another $230 off the hip for these this month, but it just might have to happen because these are dope. I might have to double up. It just is what it is. I might have to do a double up. But yeah, I'm looking at the shoes a little bit more. There might be some very, very, very minor flaws in like my stitching on my Jumpman on the left, but it's like really, really minor. It just looks like it's snagged a little bit on the sewing machine. I really like this leather though. This leather that's actually on the upper part of it, not the patent part, but the actual leather that's on the upper parts, feels really good. And the lacing, as always, I love the rope lacing with the Jordan 11s. But yeah, I have no issues. There was one time I had got Jordan 11 and my stitching on my patent leather, I forget which shoe it is, but I think it might be my Gratitudes, to be completely honest with you. the stitching on my patent leather was so tight. Like when they make these by hand, they use those sewing machines, and when you have it wound up too tight, like when you have the sewing machine wound up too tight, like I can't explain it because I don't sew, but like y'all, if y'all know what I'm talking about, then there you go. But when you have it too tight, it can cause your material that you're sewing to bunch up or gather, and that's what it looked like on my shoes. So I was a little disappointed with that, but these right here, this is solid. I have no complaints whatsoever. This is a solid Jordan 11. If you all are looking to cop the Jordan 11 Legend Blues next 2 weeks, I definitely suggest that you guys get on that. I don't know. I think they're going to sit though. I don't know. People may be like me and have misjudged the Jordan 11 Legend Blues, because I wasn't a fan of them. I just used to see people's Jordan 11 Legend Blues after they done worn them and they look beat. You know what I mean? They turn brown and yellow, and it's just not a good look. But if you're somebody who knows how to rock your shoes and knows how to take care of them, and you want to go ahead and get them, I suggest that you do that. But I do think that they probably will be hitting the outlets, unfortunately. I mean, look, the black cement 3s didn't even sell out, and the black cement 3s were highly anticipated. They absolutely messed up the black cement 3s. I don't know what, I heard that the green glow 3s that they came out with look better. I think this weekend I'm actually going to hit the mall, go out to the stores and see who still has 8 and the Jordan black cement 3. I'm going to exchange mine because both of my size 8s came with the same exact factory defect. The left shoe, for whatever reason, the stitching is off on my cement print. Like, it's off. The toe box is off on the left shoe. And I made a video. I posted it. Go watch it if you guys want to see. Major flaw in my opinion, because now that I saw that, I can't unsee it, and I can't stick my feet in them because all I'm be thinking about is my stitching is off. And that's the thing about these shoes, man. That's why it's like really important for JB to knock it out of the park every time, because when y'all don't do that, y'all make us vulnerable to fakes. You know what I mean? When you guys do a haphazard job on the quality control, you make everybody vulnerable to fakes, because then people are going to start looking at them. They're either going to assume they're fake, or the quality of the ones coming straight from legitimate retailers are going to be judged as fakes because they're done so poorly. So make sure that y'all do y'all due diligence and knock it out of the park like y'all did with these Legend Blue 11s. These are fire.
To the touch, let you hold something, let you get a handful, baby, she's a whole lot of woman. Soft kisses on some fat lips.